Okay, a quick recap. I noticed that the output shaft on the transmission had excessive play in it, both in and out, up and down. And I contacted both Heindel and Ural about it, concerned, is this normal? I was told to basically tighten it, which I did. I made a special tool, took the swing arm off, got in there, tightened it down. It did not completely eliminate all of the movement. It probably cut it in half. The in and out movement was still there. It looks like it took care of most of the up and down movement, and I put it back together. Since then, we've ridden probably about 3,000 miles or so, and now I'm getting a noise which sounds like it's coming from the rear of the transmission. I'm not getting any complaints about shifting, no skipping type clickety-clickety engine performance issues, and there's a definite solid click as it goes around. At this point, I believe it's in the transmission, but I am going to pull the rear wheel and take the final drive off so that the shaft is free, and then I'll turn it and I'll see where the harshness is, if it's in the final drive or if it's in the transmission. Okay, before I do anything, I'm going to see if I can get this on tape. Here's the audio. That's coming from in front of the donut area is the best way I know to explain it. If you put your hand on the transmission, you can actually feel the corresponding movement or clicking with the sound. Now on the ground, when I roll it, it seems to be a little harsher than when it's hanging free in the air. Okay, I got the final drive off, pulled the donut backwards so this will clear. It looks like this bolt has loosened again. I'd give a nickel if I could do this without having to drop the swing arm. I don't know if you can see inside right there. The shaft moves too. There. It's not just the yoke moving on the shaft. The whole shaft moves back and forth. Feels smooth. I'm not feeling that clickety-click anymore. And I'm pushing in as I turn. So what I think I'll do is drop the swing arm and get this completely off. Okay, this is actually looser than it was last time. Yeah, I feel this, and maybe that's what was happening as the donut wobbled. This was the click. But when I push in and turn, I feel nothing abnormal. Yeah, I just took the nut off. It is a lock nut. It has like some kind of gasket material on it. There doesn't appear to be a washer. Won't know till look in there deeper, but this is like a RTV or something that was squirted in there and dried. Was fairly loose. It had backed out even further, and I was able to, after about 2 or 3 turns with the wrench, I was able to unscrew it like a screwdriver. So I think I'm going to get a new lock nut here because this one doesn't seem to be holding, and probably going to have to Loctite this thing if that's advisable. Okay, there's all that play, but it doesn't seem to want to pull off. So before I try to force it, I will talk to John or somebody. Pull this all the way out. Now the shaft. There's a little bit of click in the shaft. Doesn't seem to be anything I would call abnormal. The shaft seems tight. I mean, if you grab it and wiggle it, you can feel it moving. So maybe we're okay. We're just having trouble with this backing off. I've noticed no oil leaks here. Have you had any trouble shifting when you're riding it?
Other than operator error, no.
When it shifts, it's not.
Seems to shift fine.
Not throwing itself out of gear.
No, I hadn't noticed that.
Okay, looking in there, I don't know if that's a washer. I don't see anything like wear or metal bits of any kind. I'm hoping maybe this bolt just came loose again and the clicking was it rocking back and forth. Could be. But I'm going to seek some expert information. Somebody who knows a little bit more about this than me. See if that's a washer. See if this yoke should come off. If it does come off, I'm going to pull it out and take a look, make sure that the backside is not wore out. See what we can find before I just put this back. That's all I got for now. Well, I generally forget to do this part, but I'll remember it this time. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon if you want to be notified when we put a new video up. Don't do bunches and bunches of videos, but I do videos every now and then. Believe it or not, you're watching one now. The entertainment's free, and I think you firmly get what you pay for. So, yeah, like and subscribe, and have a good day.